All right, guys. Sorry about the wait there. Had some technical difficulties over here with my internet connection. Do me a favor, Alonzo. Appreciate that the message there. Do me a favor. Type in a number one if everyone can hear me. Okay. Just want to make sure everybody can see me. All right. I do realize that. All right. That's cool. That's good news. Cool beans. Cool beans. So yeah, like I said, type in number one if you can see me. Just making sure everything is working right over here on my end. I'm gonna go ahead and get ready to share my screen with you all. Just want to make sure that everything looks okay. Awesome. I'm gonna go ahead and share my screen then. Give me a sec as I do my thing. Also, I want to ask a question. Great, I'm seeing a ton of ones. So glad to have all you guys on here already. I appreciate your patience. As I said, yeah, I got like a million people here at my house right now, and everybody's in my internet connection and slowing me down a bit. But the good news is we're all here at the right place at the right time. And what I want you guys to do right now, if you're in for at least 3 weeks or less, I just would like to get a poll of what kind of audience we have tonight, what kind of people we have hanging out with us. If you've been in for 3 weeks or less, do me a favor, type in a number 3, just so I have an idea who we're talking to. And if you've been over 3 weeks, that's fine. There's nothing wrong with that. You're more than welcome to be here too. But this will be geared towards a lot of our new members, so they can get a hold of what we've got going here at Ingresso. Okay. I'm logging into my my test account, but in the meantime, go ahead and type in a number 3 if you've been in less than 3 weeks. And Keisha, if you need any help, let me know. Yes, great. Thank you, Kieran. Just hit the number. Just try hitting refresh if you're having a little trouble with it. I think everyone else can see fine. But I plan to have some fun and show some of the cooler things we have here with Ingresso to all the new members. I see we've got a lot of threes in the building. Wow, this is awesome. Congratulations to you all, James, Michael, Nadia, Wilton, Susan, Charlotte, Sherelle, Charity Ortiz, Susan Rowland. Awesome. Great, 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 great. Olathe, I think that's how I pronounce it. Forgive me if I'm saying it wrong. Catalina, welcome. Nadia, James, Michael. Okay, I think I already said some of the names twice. Either way, but anyways, I'm going to go ahead and hit the share button. You guys go ahead and let me know if you can see my screen. I just hit the share button just now, so if you can see my screen, give me the heads up so I can go ahead and move forward. But I'm going to go ahead and dive right in the meantime while you guys are typing in. Let me know if you can see my screen. I'm going to go ahead and start it off. One of the biggest things as a new member of Ingresso that you need to be sure of is, do you have your account set up correctly? First thing you want to do is go under My Dashboard. Log in your Ingresso account and click My Dashboard. And under My Dashboard, you will see where it says Edit Profile. Okay, so I'm in Edit Profile, and all you need to do is once you're inside of Edit Profile, make sure you have the English language clicked. As I'm sure a lot of you guys know, but some of you guys may not. We started off as a strictly Latin American company. We're still based out of Colombia, South America, but when we started, the entire website was in Spanish. So if you're outside of the U.S., make sure you have that English button clicked, or you're going to come in and see everything in Spanish or Portuguese, and it's going to drive you absolutely nuts. So make sure you have your default language clicked to English. And the other thing you want to make sure of is your tax ID number or your social security number is filled out. Because if it's not, we're not legally allowed to pay you guys. So make sure you have that part taken care of. All right? And once you have that, you make sure you hit the submit button. Bang. Easy enough. All right, let me check on you guys, make sure you guys can see my screen fine. Okay, okay, cool. Yeah, and by the way, if it's a little blurry for you guys, that's probably your internet connection. Don't worry about it. Like the majority of this stuff, it doesn't require like seeing like the detail on the page, so don't sweat that too much. Let's just focus on the task at hand, which is making sure we get you guys up to speed. So once you got the edit profile down, next thing is you want to make sure that you're in a position where that you can receive a commission payment from us. What I mean by that is if we don't know how you guys want to receive your commissions or how you want to be paid, it's going to be very difficult for you to receive payment. So what you want to do is when you're logged in, go under commissions here at the top of the page. Under commissions, you'll see where it says withdraw options. Click withdraw options, and you'll see the different options we have here. We have an iPay card. I recommend every person that's listening right now, you order your iPay card, because with iPay card, we can pay out on any day. If you're not using the iPay card, we're only going to pay out on Wednesdays or Fridays. But with the iPay card, you have the flexibility of being able to receive payment any day during the week. Okay, but you'll see we pay people in over 100 states, over 100 countries, I believe. So Solid Trust Pay, Standard Check Shipping, ACH. People in India, we have NEFT bank deposit. If you're international, we do international bank wires. But I would totally recommend iPay card, which works great internationally, even for our folks down there in Africa. I don't know if we have any on the line tonight, but iPay card works great down there and all over the world. So I would recommend you do that right away just because of the advantage of being able to receive payment whenever you want. So now that we've gotten that out of the way, here's what I want to show you next. Bang. Okay, so you've got your payment option set up. You've got your profile set up. The next thing is you want to make sure that you're very familiar with what we have to offer here at Ingresso. You signed up. Now what? What's the next step? First things first. As a member, one of the main things you want to do, you want to come to this 30-day blueprint. Under resources, once you're logged in, go under resources, you'll see 30-day blueprint. If you ask me, guys, one of the most valuable parts of one of the most valuable parts or things we have to offer at Ingresso is the resources section. Specifically speaking, training videos in the 30-day blueprint. Okay? What is the 30-day blueprint? I'm going to click on it just so you guys can get a little taste in case you're not very familiar. It's a 30-day plan that by the end of the 30 days, you will be so familiar with our product line and how to market Ingresso that you will be in a position to be able to have success at a much faster rate than someone who has never been through the 30-day blueprint. Some people are, don't have the stick-to-itness it requires, or don't have the, I guess you could say, focus it requires to get through this entire thing. It's not that intense. It's less than an hour a day. But I do recommend all you guys spend 30 days and go through this entire plan. If you want this to, I don't know what the person told you when you signed up, but the facts are, here's just the bottom line. I'm going to help you guys out. When you join Ingresso, it's not necessarily easy to build this business. However, it's very, very profitable. So if someone told you it's going to be easy, I'm going to go ahead and tell you that that person was lying to you. This requires work. You treat it like a little hobby. You treat it like, your PlayStation habit or your favorite TV show. You treat it like a hobby. It's going to pay you like your favorite hobby does. Like watching CSI is not going to pay you any money. Neither is playing, 2 hours of Madden. So, if you treat it like a business, however, it will pay you like a business should pay you. So, let's say you open up a restaurant, okay? You're going to be at that restaurant. If this is your first restaurant you're opening, you're going to be at that restaurant at least 8 hours a day, but most likely you're going to be there much more. All I'm saying is if you want this business to pay you like a business should pay you, be willing to put in some work that it requires to be able to be in profit mode. So we're not saying, hey, we realize that a lot of you guys have jobs, but what I'm saying is be willing to dedicate at least 2 hours a day during the work week. If that means you got to stay up an extra 2 hours every night, do what you got to do, man. Get paid. However, I'd also realize this. Some of you guys are only here for the products. Some of you guys are only here to be able to use our tools, and that's perfectly fine. There's nothing wrong with that. And I do think in the 30-day blueprint, there's even some stuff for you guys in here. So make sure you guys go through this 30-day blueprint. It's very huge. You don't want to miss out on that. What else? I told you that my favorite part and some of the most important part of Ingresso Cybernetico was 30-day blueprint in this resources section. What else? If you go into resources, you'll see where it says training videos. I would live in this section right here as a new member. I would digest we've got so much information for you guys. We've got set up into different categories. So if you guys want to start your own blog, we teach you how to set up a blog with WordPress. I mean, the entire process right here. So if you want your own blog, you want to make a website, all that kind of stuff, right here. However, where I would spend the majority of my time will be the recorded webinars. You'll see. We've got one called the Digital Product Setup. I mean, we've got one on how to use an autoresponder, 5 tips for your IC business, SEO to grow your IC business, YouTube marketing, develop a strategy to make your business thrive. So much information. I mean, even down to tax, law, and home business strategies. You know, it's going to be up to you how much of this you guys take in. You guys heard my example of treating it like a hobby or treating it like a business. None of you guys will have an excuse if at the end of 30 days you haven't earned a check over $1,000. You're not putting in, you know, at least 8 hours a week into your business. You have zero excuse. At that point, it's not our fault. It's like the time you're willing to dedicate strictly to growing in your business. So I would recommend you guys live in here, camp out, spend a few hours in here, learn what you need to learn, look through the different titles, look and see what you think is going to help you out the most in the beginning. I would totally recommend you look into some of the marketing stuff we offer here. Chat and Serve Profits is awesome. I mean, I guess I am a little biased being that I'm on it, but Chat and Serve Profits Week 1 and Part 2 are totally awesome. Big business opportunity there for you guys. And you guys got so much that's just offered here with us. I'm going to show you something else. In the training video section, we also have overview presentation. What do you mean by overview presentation? We present the entire Ingresso Cybernetico business for you. So for those of you guys saying, I'm not a salesperson, I hate selling, I don't really like talking to people, it kind of freaks me out, I feel really awkward, that's fine. You can use our own videos that we have here for you, just so you know I'm not just making this stuff up. I'm going to hit the play button. But we have our own videos that you guys can share and use. This is an entire webinar. And you guys can see Heather, if you have someone hard of hearing, even they can benefit from this webinar.
Hello, everyone.
Because she does sign language the entire way through it. But we've got so much cool stuff for you guys. So you guys can actually just send this video out to people.
And I'm the CEO.
You can send this video out to people and get them signed up without you even having to do any salesy type stuff, man. Just have them watch the presentation. So I would hang out in this training video section in the 30-day blueprint as a new member. All right? I would also look at the rest of this stuff, but definitely in the beginning stages, make sure you're spending a good amount of time in training videos and in the 30-day blueprint. I know some of you guys are go-getters. I do realize that. Everybody doesn't work at the same pace. Some people are like really crazy and nuts like me, and will decide, hey, by the end of this week, I'm going to have the entire 30 days done and complete. And if that's your pace, go for it. If it's not your pace, you like to go a little slower and make sure you understand everything first, go at your pace, but at least at the end of these 30 days, make sure you have your junk ready. What else? As a member of Ingresso, you've got access to so many products. I mean, it's pretty crazy. I've never seen a company like this, and I've been in a ton of them. But I'm talking autoresponders, you know, you can build your own website, you know, have its own webinar platform, live chat service. I mean, it's ridiculous how much products we have, so I really don't have enough time to get through all of it. But what I will do is I'll go through at least 2 of them tonight, and the rest, I'm going to allow you guys to go through the 30-day blueprint and go through some of the training videos and let you guys, you know, do your own poking around to see what we have here for you. But I'm going to go through 2 of our bigger, and more, I guess you could say, my favorite products we offer here. First one is IC Lead Pages. Really, really cool. First things first, before I get too far, I wanted to make sure that everybody is awesome, wonderful, great to hear. Guys, I'm sorry. While I'm sharing my screen, I can't see the chat at the same time, so I'm just now reading some of this stuff. So give me a second. Hey, Carlos, welcome, my friend. I'm sorry tonight that we do not have Heather on the line. I'm going to actually write that. Thank you for joining us. My apologies. Sorry, guys. I'm going to make sure I type this message to Carlos, who is hard of hearing. We usually have a one of our sign language specialists here on the line with us, but tonight she wasn't available. Give me a second. Our sign language specialist was not available tonight. I will make sure she is on the next one. All right, guys. Sorry about that. I'm gonna keep moving. So I'll make sure I can reply to some of you guys' chats in the meantime. Where are the training videos? Andrea Jordan, thanks for helping me out. Thank you, Vicky, and everybody that's helping out. Yeah, it's right under the resources. You'll see where it says training videos. Great questions, though. I appreciate this. Brian, also appreciate you helping out there. I wasn't able to see the message. Anyways, you guys have been great. I really appreciate all your feedback. Pretty cool stuff. I love this webinar platform. Anyways, I'm going to go ahead and dive in. I just want to make sure we're all on the same page here. Just to make sure, I know a lot of you guys are new here. If you guys can see the value in being able to complete something like a 30-day blueprint, or to complete something like a like the training video section, if you're making sure you're putting in 2 hours every day, go ahead, type it in number 1. If you understand what I was saying, if you understand the power of treating something like an actual business rather than a hobby. Okay, Carlos. Okay. All right, cool. So I'm going to go ahead and continue for now. I'm seeing the number 1s coming in. Awesome. You guys rock. In the meantime, like I told you, we have so many cool products. I'm going to show you where to access them because I know I kind of breezed through that pretty fast. In order to access the products, what you do, under the product section, you're going to see the list of our entire product portfolio. I'm going through IC lead pages. So when you click on IC lead pages, this window pops up. This is our product. We developed it ourselves. Our stellar programming team is like ridiculous how fast and cool they can pump new technology out. But what is this page about? You can create entire pages, sales pages, capture pages without any programming knowledge whatsoever. It's one of the most craziest things you'll ever see. I'm going to show you just so you know what I'm saying. Check this out. This is an example of a capture page. You may ask, what is a capture page, Dwayne? A capture page is a page that captures or gets or requires someone's email address in order to move forward. This is very important. This is a very important step in internet marketing. So if you'll notice, when you click this Show Me the Video button, something will pop up asking for their email address in order to continue. That's why we call it a capture page, because it captures someone's email address. But the power of IC lead pages is this. As you see, we offer a ton of templates here for you to choose from, for just the capture pages alone. And you can change the background, obviously. You can upload your own. I'll show you that. But the beauty of this thing, you don't need to have any programming knowledge. You just, watch this. No programming necessary. Send in your email now. You guys see how easy that is? Some of you guys have paid, hundreds of dollars for this type of page. Save yourself the money. Now that you're in Ingresso, this comes automatically just by being a member. And you'll notice this. It has a logo up here. You can upload your own logo, even a photo, if you like. We recommend 308 pixels, but you can put your own logo right there. Check this out. I'm not sharing my screen, am I? I'm not sharing my screen. Forgive me, guys. I'm gonna share my screen now. Here's my screen. So like I was saying is, you can type anything right here. Type anything right here. And there's literally no programming necessary. And here, if you click on this IC Pages thing right here, no logo. You can upload your own logo or your own photo, or you can click the hide button. Show and hide if you don't feel like using a logo. And where it says enter your email address to see this free video, even that you can edit without any programming necessary. No programming. This is one of the coolest things to come out with Ingresso Cybernetico. Now check this out. So let's say this button says show me the video. If you want to change that button, all you do is click the button, bang, and on this left side you'll see edit the text box. And let's say we want to change it to say show me the money. Done. Now it says show me the money. I just want to show you guys how easy this is. Let's say you don't like that background image. You want to put a picture of yourself or whatever it is that you want back there. All you do is choose files, and you can pick a picture off of your own computer. We recommend this size in order for it to fit properly. All right. So that's IC Lead Pages. It doesn't just do capture pages. Let's say you want to promote your own webinar. You can use any of these templates here for you. You'll notice that the words are in Latin. It's just because it's meant for you to replace the words with whatever you want to put there. Then we have Cybernetico Live Pages. This is pretty cool. Let's say you want to promote a webinar or something like that and integrate it with Cybernetico Live. And I will show you guys next. That's the next product I'm going to show you. I will show you how to integrate that. It's so cool. So let's say you wanted to do a presentation for all of your friends on Facebook on a webinar like this one you're on. You could say, join me tonight at 8 p.m. You guys get. I'm just trying to use this to show you guys how this thing works. Live presentation. And then all you would do, once you click that video box, it will allow you to put your own intro video to what your webinar is going to be about. So let's say your webinar is going to be a Ingresso Cybernetico presentation. You could say, hey guys, don't miss my webinar tonight. Put in your email below, and I look forward to seeing you guys there. Just like a quick intro, you would upload that right there. And then once they click here, it's going to ask you for the link for your webinar. And once they click that, they'll be registered. So that's pretty cool. I'm going to show you guys something else. I showed you guys IC Lead Pages. Time out. Before I move forward, I know I talk fast. I can talk kind of fast, but I want to make sure we're all on the same page here. If you guys understand the concept, of IC Lead Pages, go ahead, type in a number 1. I want to make sure we're all on the same page here. Type in a number 1 if you understand how IC Lead Pages works and the power of not having to do any programming yourself. Can you guys see my screen? You guys should have been able to see my screen earlier. Were you able to see it at any point earlier? I know I just turned it off. Excuse me. Okay, cool. Okay, Charity says we're on the same page. Were you guys able to see my screen? I hope so. But another cool thing about IC lead pages, where you guys are still typing in number ones, another cool thing about IC lead pages is that you can use this as a recruiting tool. You can say, hey man, you want to be able to have your own personalized website to promote your business. So let's say they're in another network marketing company. You don't have to try to recruit them. You can say, hey, I have a tool that can allow you to create your own pages personalized just how you want, without any HTML, without any programming type of stuff, and it doesn't even cost you that much. They could just pay, let's say you're the highest level you're in is the $300 level. You could say, hey, for $300, you guys not only will you be able to use this tool, but you'll also be able to earn money with Ingresso Cybernetico. You can get someone signed up just by telling them about this awesome page creation tool. Okay, cool. I'm glad you guys were able to see my screen. How do you avoid coming off like a telemarketer? Oh, Wilton Scott, I love that question, because a lot of folks can have that problem. For me, I don't convince anybody of everything. It's like either you know the value of what you have or you don't. And if you don't, I would spend more time learning more about the products. For me, signing someone up on Ingresso would be cake. Why? Because there's so many cool products. And sticking with this IC lead pages example, if you don't want to sound like a telemarketer, you can say anyone that you know is in network marketing. I'm not sure if you do, but there's a lot of people out there that do know that are in network marketing. You could say to them, hey, I see that you're in this company. What I would recommend is, hey, you can get your own personalized site different from the rest of your company's sites. Get it personalized, have your own videos and everything else up there, host your own webinars, and even have live chat on your site just using this tool that costs $300. And with that $300, you guys can put them in the $300 matrix and begin recruiting just by offering our tools to people. Instead of sounding like, hey, join my team, commission plan, Ingresso Cybernetico. You can get someone signed up without ever saying the company name, mentioning comp plans, or anything else, just by telling them about the tools we offer. Do you follow what I'm saying? I know it's an interesting concept, but it's powerful. I just want to make sure we're on the same page here, but that's a great question. But that's what I would do. I would talk more about the value and less trying to convince somebody, hey, if you sign up, you're going to do this. I'm not into convincing people. Either they're going to join or they're not. I'm going to go ahead and move forward for now because I don't want to get stuck there. I do know we have a webinar coming up after this, I believe, and I don't want to overlap. So I'm going to go ahead and move forward. Excuse me again. I'm going to go ahead and move forward with Cybernetico Live. Okay, so I showed you guys the benefits of IC lead pages. I want to make sure, let me share my screen again. Yeah, Wilton Scott, I like that. I'm glad you like it, man. But the thing is, man, once you ever get caught selling, no one likes to be, sold stuff. Like if you sound like a salesperson, you're headed down the wrong alley. This is not something where you want to do a whole bunch of talking. For me, if I were you guys, if I was somebody who's not comfortable with sales and is new to this whole sales thing, what I would do, I would say, hey, if this is one of the ways you want to recruit someone, I would say, hey man, there's got some pretty cool tools over there. I know you're in a business now. I got something really cool called IC lead pages. I wouldn't even mention the name actually. I would say I got something really cool you guys can create. You can create your own, capture pages, sales pages, webinar pages. You can actually even host your own webinars and have live chat on your website. I mean, it comes with its own autoresponder, and this tool is like sick. It comes with absolutely everything, and it's all for $500. I would make the price be whatever is the highest matrix that I'm currently in. So if the highest level that you're in this company is the $500 level, I'd say for $500, here's what you're going to get. you're going to be able to use this page without any programming, develop your own websites and personalize them completely. I'm talking with your logo, everything you want, and not have to pay thousands of dollars in programming. I hope you guys realize the amount of money people have to pay to program a website. Programming a website and website design are two different things. A lot of times you have to pay a designer, and then you have to pay a programmer. This is all in one, and it completely eliminates that process. Somebody who signs up and gets IC lead pages, come on, man. There's no monthly $300. It's $300 one time and just $25 to stay active. That's it. So that's how I would avoid, sound like a telemarketer. Yeah. So if I wouldn't even try to convince people. I wouldn't talk much. I would just say, hey, if this is somebody who's not in network marketing, who's not familiar with network marketing whatsoever, I'd say, hey, I got this thing, man, new business I just started, and I would feel really bad if I didn't tell you about it already. So what I want to do, if you're interested in it, if you'd like to make an extra $1,000 in the next 30 days, check out this link and then call me when you're done. And once they're done, watching the webinar overview, because I would send people to the overview presentation. After I'd ask them, have you watched the entire overview? And by that point, if they've watched the entire Ingresso Cybernetico, PowerPoint presentation, they know everything we have to offer. And by this point, most likely, they're pretty interested. So at this point, you say, hey, what questions do you have? They may say, how does the autoresponder work? I'm not quite sure. I would say, hey, don't worry about that. We have an entire training video section. You could even show them how it works. And then you say, hey, so when would you like to get started? Instead of trying to convince somebody, you send them to a link. That's my point. Don't, talk a whole bunch and do a lot of chit-chat. Hey, here's a link. What questions do you have? When would you like to get started? That's my process to make it a little bit more simple for you. Yeah, cool. Anyways, I see it's getting late. I gotta keep going. So, IC lead page is awesome. You guys get that. It's one of my favorites. But the other one, the online webinar platform. That's what you guys are watching right now. Right now, we're on Cybernetico Live. With this, you're able to create your own webinars. Webinar software. Just to put this into perspective for you guys, I hate to even do this, bring up one of our competitors' sites, but I'm going to do this. This is more just to show you how the power of what you have to offer. I'm going to take you to GoToWebinar.com just so you guys can see some of the prices they charge monthly. Watch this. Watch this. I want to show you guys the power of Ingresso Cybernetico and how easy and let's say how simple it can be to sign people up. I'm going to go to their plans and pricing, as you can see here. Plans and pricing. Let's see what their pricing is like. Go to webinar for 100 attendees. Just for 100 people to be able to attend, it costs $79 every single month. For 500 people to attend, it costs $319 a month. That is crazy. If you want a maximum of 1,000 attendees, you're talking $399 per month. Okay? And that's if that's billed annually. So if you want a month-to-month thing, you're talking about $499, as it says right here. Do you realize with Cybernetico Live, you get unlimited attendees, and it does not cost any monthly payment? You guys get it just from being a member of Ingresso Cybernetico. I don't know if you understand that concept, but you guys have no limits on what you are doing. So you could tell somebody, hey, not only are you going to get this cool IC lead pages platform where you're going to be able to create your own sites without any programming or paying any designers or anything like that, you're going to be able to host your own webinars, host your own trainings, host your own team meetings with no limits and no monthly payments. There's people out there who pay those $399. In fact, we as a company had 2 separate accounts where we paid that much money in order to be able to get that many attendees. I'm telling you guys, you guys are in for a treat. And I'm going to show you how easy this process is. Some of you guys who've been in for a long time haven't even been to this page yet, which is scary for me. I recommend you do your homework. And if you're saying, I don't know how to do webinars, there's really nothing to it. Create a PowerPoint and walk yourself. Half the PowerPoint presentations, all you got to do is read them through. Only way you get good at something is by doing it. But I want to show you guys how easy it is to create one. Test. I'm going to call it this test. The name of the webinar, test. What date and what time? Let's set it for tomorrow the 21st at 8 o'clock. Bang. You select your time zone. Bang. Save module. And you guys, this gets so personalized and cool. I'm going to tell you something else that we do that GoToWebinar does not. You can have somebody automatically receive scheduled messages from you just by registering for your webinar. GoToWebinar does not have this. So you'll put in your Aweber form ID or your Magic Responder form ID, and the second they register for your webinar, they will be in your mailing list. It's pretty amazing. So all you do, save module again. Now here's what you can do. When you guys register for our webinar, you saw my picture there. I'll show you guys how this process is done. It's so easy. Webinar presenter name, Dwayne Golden Jr. Email address, Dwayne Jr. Cybernetico Live. I would put, Ingresso Cybernetico. I'll put Director of Operations because that's my position with this company. You guys could put, whatever. You could put your team name. You could put your name. You guys can personalize to make it say whatever you want. The power of just even hosting a webinar on this and being able to say it is your own, I'm telling you guys, will get you signups just by that alone. So I'm going to go ahead and save it. Oh, actually, I'm going to upload my photo. 100 by 100 is the recommended size. And I'll hit Save Module, and you guys will see how easy this thing is. Registration page next. All you do is go down the line, follow all the steps. The registration page, you can have one that includes a video, or you can have one that doesn't. It really doesn't matter. I'm going to pick this one. Doesn't require a video because I haven't recorded a video for this. Company name, Ingresso Cybernetico. You guys can put whatever you want there. You can put your own team name. You can upload a logo or you cannot. I'm not going to do that. Headline text. Test the webinar. Don't miss out. By Dwayne Golden Jr. This is all just to show you guys. Then I'm going to hit Save Module again. Now the registration page is created. And I'll show you what it looks like right now. If you go to Links, and you click Webinar Link. Look at this, guys. How cool is that? You tell me, how cool is that? Type in number 1 right now if you understand the power of what I just showed you. It comes with the company. It comes by being a member. You're not paying, these prices, the $499 or the $309 a month right here. Hello. If you can see what I'm talking about, go ahead, type in number 1. Oopsie. No limits, man. No limits. Vicky says a lot for sure. Well, Scott, nice. No limits. Loving it. James Michael, number 3. Yeah, Shamika can see the value. At least we're on the same page, Shamika Williams. Yeah, okay. The rest of the ones are coming. I'm just joking with you guys. I just want to show you, even as new members, if you're not a new member, don't forget the value that you have as a company. There's not a lot of selling for you to do. Just hey man, do you want to stop paying for a webmaster? You want to stop paying for a website designer? You want to stop paying for a programmer? Wake up and smell the coffee for just $300, or you tell whatever price you want to tell, whatever matrix that you're in at the highest level. If you're in at the 500, say for 500 at the 500 for $500, you can be able to access this, and this. and they will get access to all that stuff and much more at a higher level for being at the $500 level. If the highest level you're in is $300, you say that. But this can be a recruiting tool as well as a useful product. All right? Yeah, you guys are awesome. It's getting late, so I'm going to go ahead and wrap things up here. Excuse me again. I'm getting a little sick. But this was awesome. I really hope this was helpful for you guys. I can't say it enough. I do want to encourage you guys to spend time in the training video section. Spend time in the 30-day blueprint. And, you know, don't fall asleep at the wheel. Don't treat it like a hobby. Don't treat it like you do CSI. My name is Dwayne Golden Jr. I wish you the absolute best. You all have a wonderful night. See you guys.